What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Tyson, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down my Demon build and telling you guys how expensive it was to get it to this point.
Okay, let's start with the exterior of the car. How much was this car when it was originally purchased? Believe it or not, my dad bought this car before I was born, and he bought it running and driving. It didn't look the way it does now. Running and driving with a 318 for $400. Now, that was a long time ago. These cars have gone up in value, so you might not be able to find one for that low, but you can definitely find other project cars that are in that range. Okay, so $400 down, but the car looked nothing like this, and when I got my hands on it, it did not have an engine or transmission or a lot of things. Now, it was a few years ago yet that me and my dad decided that we were going to build this car, so you do have to consider inflation when I'm going over these prices, but still, it should be relatively the same. Let's start with the bodywork on this car. The bodywork came out to $1,045, and it's not perfect, but I was a kid and I was learning, so that helped. And then on top of the bodywork and the primers, the paint came around $1,200. Now, this is a base clear paint job that my dad sprayed, and it turned out awesome. Moving on to this duck lip, I was able to purchase this off eBay for $234, and honestly, it kind of makes the car. This kind of goes along with the bodywork on the car, but I had to get a new valence for this car. It was $200. Don't mind my cracked grill, I must have hit a bird. And I also had to get a parts door to patch this door up, so that was also another $50. While I'm still at the front of this car, the headlights cost me $120. I got them off Kijiji. They were secondhand, but they were actually brand new, and they're Sunpie headlights, and they work great. Change different colors, awesome headlights. I did a video on it, go check it out. I did have to go ahead and get a new windshield for this car. I think it was $300, but I can't be too sure on that, so don't quote me. These bad boys, I need some new wipers for my new windshield. I haven't looked into that yet. I guess I should mention right now, there is still lots of things I need to do to this car before it is quote unquote finished. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to these wheels and tires. These are a Koiz C5 wheel and a Kumho tire. Not really sure. I got the whole package from a guy in the States. Long story short, this wheel pattern is impossible to get wheels for, and I lucked out, found this guy in the States, was able to buy this whole set, wheels and tires, and he really didn't know what he was selling. I got him for a great deal. I did also do a video on the wheels and tires, you can check that out too. But I got these for $1,035 shipped. I'm gonna mention this front splitter on the front of the car here. That was free, I built that. Okay, let's move into the interior, which is far from complete. This back seat cost me another $50, and then the upholstery to get it all redone and the door panels was $600. The carpet was $594, and I'm not sure how much these floor mats were. I got them gifted to me. I also got the carpet gifted to me, but I do know how much it did cost. I'll say right now that I didn't pay for everything on this car, but I definitely put all the work into it that I could. And my dad did help me, of course, but I was learning. And by the time I was done restoring this car, my bank account was empty, so I spent all the money I could. The interior is far from complete. I still need to get a dash for it and a headliner. That should be coming soon. I also need to redo my whole dash. Not to mention, it does also need a sound system. Let's move on to the mechanical aspect of this car. Like I said, when my dad got it, it was running and driving, so actually we ended up throwing the same 318 back in, hoping for the best, and well, it turned out awesome. I did have a malfunction with the tranny at one point. It started slipping, blah, blah, blah. Ended up just having to take it apart again, get a new seal, which was like $7, and then put it all back together, and it works fine again. Had to fix the radiator on this car, that was $200. I probably could have got a new one, but decided to fix this one. Whatever. And then the exhaust system on the car, I can't be too sure. It was another gift, but I think it was around $700. And then also I had to put a new gas tank in it, as for the old one was rusted out. and didn't hold any gas. Now, a big thing that you guys are gonna have to note while watching this video is that tools are a huge expense. I was lucky and I had all the resources. I had a base to start with, and I didn't have to pay for any of the tools that I used. Now, with that being said though, a set of wrenches will get you pretty far. Another thing to note is maintenance. It's not easy to keep these cars up and going. You gotta take care of them. Checking fluids is huge. I know this because I had to rebuild my transmission. And a classic car like this is gonna cost you a little bit more to maintain than your average Toyota Prius. All in all, I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else. I know I'm probably missing quite a few things that might be big expenses, might not be big expenses, but this is just a ballpark video just to kind of get you guys in the right track of what it would cost to kind of restore a classic car. And in my opinion, with the outcome, it is absolutely 100% worth it. Especially in my case, being able to do it with my dad and learn a bunch of new things, it was awesome. So with that, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments. I'll try and answer them, and I'll catch you in the next one.